When you open a modern digital map, you are instantly granted a godlike perspective. You can spin the globe, zoom through clouds, and dictate exactly what you want to see, pulling down the lens from orbit and stopping right at street level. It creates a deep psychological sense of safety. You can see everything, and nothing is hidden. For a junior data analyst working out of Denver in 2024, maintaining that illusion was a full-time job. His daily routine was straightforward: clean satellite data, fix rendering errors, and ensure the company's map reflected reality perfectly. During a late-night shift while reviewing a rural sector of the grid, he found a blank spot. A small, documented town was missing. The town had vanished. The physical roads leading to the settlement traveled across the terrain and then severed abruptly, leaving nothing but a massive, empty expanse of flat land. At that exact moment, the core promise of the software broke. The map had failed its singular purpose, to reflect physical reality, immediately stripping away the analyst's sense of control over the system. His immediate, rational assumption was that the system had simply dropped the assets, a routine rendering bug. The bottom layer's raw satellite feed confirms valid coordinates and standing buildings, but on the official top layer, the software forces a blank mask. He refreshes through versions 1.2, 1.5, and 2.0, but that top layer stays stubbornly blank, scrubbed from every historical build. Code does not accidentally erase the same geographical footprint across every iteration of a software's history. This was a deliberate, systematic redaction, hidden in plain sight. Moving past the visual interface, the analyst opened the internal system logs, searching the raw administrative code for a reason why the redaction was ordered in the first place. Attached to the coordinates, he found a single final update entry. It read, "Location deprecated." In software engineering, deprecated is a highly specific term. It is a status applied to obsolete code or old software features scheduled to be removed and destroyed. You deprecate software. You do not deprecate physical geography. Beneath the status log, there was a single employee comment. When he clicked to read the explanation, an access denied prompt blocked him out. The investigation was over. The internal architecture of the system was actively defending its secrets, treating a high-level employee as an unauthorized threat. Then, the software breached its own bounds. The monitor flickered, and without a single keyboard or mouse input, the map seized control. It autonomously zoomed straight into the center of the empty space. For a fraction of a second, the mask dropped. A fully illuminated, detailed neighborhood flashed onto the screen, cars parked in driveways and lights on in the windows, before snapping back to empty dirt. He immediately pulled up the live satellite feed and focused the lens on the exact coordinates. The town was there. It was completely intact, but the streets were devoid of movement. Absolute stillness. Suddenly, the satellite camera began to adjust its own optics. It drifted down into a specific street, panning toward a specific house, and locked directly onto a window. Inside that window, a figure was standing. The figure looked directly up, piercing the lens of the satellite in orbit, and slowly raised its hand. The entire dynamic of observation had flipped. The analyst was no longer the hidden, omniscient watcher sitting safely behind a screen. The subject was looking back. The system reacted instantly to the mutual observation. The live feed severed, plunging the interface into total blackness. A clinical system warning appeared on screen. Restricted zone. Underneath it, a secondary, glitching message bled into the interface, reading, "You shouldn't have found it." The analyst hammered his keyboard, trying to force the program to shut down. The window locked in place. He had lost all physical agency over the machine. The map forcefully reloaded. It pulled up the empty expanse of dirt again, but dropped a new, blinking coordinate marker directly into the center of the void. The location data updated in real time. The name changed to active, and right below it, a new substatus appeared: being observed. The digital boundary had entirely dissolved. The mapping software had stopped functioning as a tool to observe the world and reconfigured itself into a tracking beacon locked onto the user. In the dead silence of his Denver office, The green indicator light on his physical webcam flicked on. A live video feed opened on his monitor. He was staring at himself, sitting helplessly at his desk, recorded by his own hardware. Visible through the reflection of the dark monitor, the back wall of his room was gone. In its place was a suburban street lamp, casting light onto an empty sidewalk from the deprecated town. A digital deletion is never truly permanent. Redacted data and deprecated locations persist in the periphery of the system. They wait in the dark for a viewer to find them, and then they look back.